Hello, everybody over on Randomania's channel here. This is Randothon 2024. Up next, we are about to start with Final Fantasy Free Enterprise with a Lunar Racing Club seed. We have Alisail running, and we have Baka Shinobi on comms. We have CS Radical doing some tracking for us. How are you folks today?
Hi, y'all. I'm Allie. You might remember me from less than 12 hours ago when I was also here doing more Free Enterprise commentary, and I am joined by my good friend, Baka Shinobi. How are you today, Baka?
I'm doing very well. Very excited to be here. It's always fun to commentate some free enterprise. I've been out of the scene for a bit, but always a good cause to go and help bring some extra life to this wonderful run you're doing.
Well, and I appreciate you being here on this holiday morning that you were the first one to notice that it was a holiday morning. Yeah, we didn't realize that at first. And I am so thankful that you are taking time out of your day to just come here and help me with this.
I'm glad to. Easter's a tricky one because it's the very simple and easy to remember first Sunday after the first full moon of Easter. Definitely, how could that ever sneak up on anyone? I was in a position where my family plans switched where we did them yesterday, so I'm free today and happy to be here to go and commentate this run with you. So thank you for having me.
And I do actually want to shout out a couple other people who helped me out in behind the scenes in vetting this seed. They did so much work, and I am so thankful for everything they did. Rydia Caller, Dakar Smash, Scythe Marshall, Jazer, Wylam, Simbu, and Coffee and Chocobos, just kind of helping get me the perfect seed to show off to y'all today.
It's definitely fun to have these seeds. There's a lot of variants you can have. So you can see that on the screen. There's this list of objectives. Little thing about Free Enterprise is while it's based on the Super Nintendo game, it doesn't go and take all the rules of the Super Nintendo game. So we can go and have things where, in order to get to the final boss, or to just finish the seed, we can go and do objectives. For us, in order to access and fight the final boss, we have to complete 4 objectives. One is conquer the vanilla ribbon room. The second is conquer the vanilla Masamune altar. The third is have Cole forge the legend sword, and the fourth is defeat karate, which is 3 different types of flags where 2 are going to a location and beating a boss. Number 3 is completing a quest, and the fourth is finding a specific boss in the seed and defeating them.
Yep, and we do have some kind of interesting flags on this. We do have K, no free, and unsafe, which means my path underground could take me up to the moon.
And that
We go ahead.
I was saying, and that can go and lead to some very exciting things because the game does not intend for you to be on the moon before you've gone underground usually.
No, no, it really doesn't. Um, I also have C distinct 7, which means there will be 7 characters in this seed. I am not guaranteed to have a healer. My healer might be Cure 3s, lots of Cure 3s. And
And
I
that
do have C hero turned on, which means Porum is my healer. I do sort of have a healer, although um, Porum is an interesting hero, just depending on the kind of loot I get.
Yep, that hero can matter a lot with different systems in Final Fantasy IV, but one thing we can say is Porum is never leaving our party. The hero can't leave. The hero is joined by 4 stalwart companions who have the option of coming or going.
But I think with that, um, I think we're ready. Do you want me to? Would you like to count me in?
Certainly, I will go and give you a good count. We can get started in 3, 2, 1, launch. Now we'll get to see who our second character is. We always go and have, well, you can change settings to not have 2 characters, but by default we have 2, and we have Team Small Child, Porum, and Rydia.
Yeah. This is. Please let me find a heroine robe and a bow and arrow, please.
Yeah, these
Um,
2 characters do not start with much offensive ability, in particular Rydia, who starts at level 1, the only character to do so. And
uh,
Porum, being a healer, is a white mage who does not have a lot of baseline offense, but the heroine robe will give plus 15 to agility and strength, big offensive stats and would let even them at those low levels be offensive powerhouses.
Well, and one of the first things I'll do is I do like to do a little looting, especially since I do not have starter kits, which means I do not have any of those items that would say, help me not die to early bosses. So I need to find anything that I can sell and quickly.
Yep, one of the things about Free Enterprise is because it's a randomizer, it takes that random bit seriously, as all these chests have their contents not just shuffled, but completely changed. So we're seeing we get a Dragoon Gauntlet, some white arrows, a Karate Robe, which will be rather nice because that is 3 extra points of strength, and on these low strength characters, that is a big deal, and it's some good defense for these early characters. And with how things work in Free Enterprise, we do have some areas that are more highly weighted than others. We'll also want to get some money because, as Ali mentioned, we don't have any starter kits where, as a way to help accelerate the start of seeds, we'll go and make it so that you can start with some basic healing items, a few important things called Star Veils, which cast Reflect on the user. Star Veils are a very important thing against certain bosses as, well, let's just say some bosses can go and dish out some very unpleasant surprises and some very strong magic if you can't go and put a wall up yourself. So those items are, in a lot of races, in your inventory to start with. But for Allie, we are going, and the flags we're playing on requires her to go and look around. But they will be in an overworld shop that is accessible.
Yep, the game is not going to try and send me anywhere without those star veils. I would also like to find cabins at some point. My big things I like to find are life potion cabins and star veils.
Yep,
well,
those
there's a
are-
life potion.
Life potions are very helpful, not just for, well, in Free Enterprise, we're a bit more cavalier with how healthy parties need to be when we finish fights. Still standing? Wow, that's pretty darn good. Usually just go and try and get to the end and see who picks up some experience, but those life potions can be very helpful for just going and dealing with a boss who's one-shotting your party slowly, so you can just keep getting people back up and get through fights. But there is also another way to use them, where there's a glitch called the life glitch, where if you go and throw a life potion on an enemy that can be revived, which is not bosses, but some normal enemies that show up, you can go and trick the game into thinking that, this enemy came back. This enemy that had no vitality has instantly died again. So we're going to go and give you extra experience for this.
Now, we are playing on the beta flags, which means those life potions, they are not nearly as cheap as they once were. They are now 1,000 gold a pop.
That sounds like a Final Fantasy V cost measure. But that ninja robe, that's a very nice piece of equipment. Also a very nice to sell piece of equipment.
Yeah, that's gonna fund quite a bit of my early game. There is no guarantee I will find an edge. And honestly, in most cases, a karate shirt is good enough.
Yeah, there's defense is a secondary consideration. But as we're going around the early portion, if anyone's curious, what are the options for what we can do? How are we going to go and get anywhere? So, in Free Enterprise, in Final Fantasy IV, there's a lot of story places where you need to go and have an item in your inventory. To start with, you were given the package from the King of Baron. That sends you to the Village of Mist, which, what's called the package in the Super Nintendo version, is referred to as the Bomb Ring or the Carnelian Signet in other versions, where it turns into a series of bombs that burns down Mist Village, causing Rydia to attack your party, knock out Kane, crumble the mountains between Mist and Kaipo, and leave you stranded walking off. But instead we got a pan, which is a quest item that you can turn in through the underground. So we don't have anything from what we were given initially to do. However, we have multiple other locations we can go to. We can go to the Antlion Nest just east of Damcian. We can go to Fabul Castle and defend it from the assault to further east or west of Damcian. Or we can climb the Mount Ordeals to go and complete the quest to try and become a paladin. Should we complete that, Cecil will go and become a paladin wherever he is in the seed, if he's even in the seed at all, and Tello will learn all the spells. And finally, we have the option of taking a fight in Baron Inn from some rowdy guards, or maybe not guards, as the bosses are randomized.
And in that deep dive of the Watery Pass, I did find a few interesting things. I would really still like a bow to go with these arrows that I keep finding.
Yeah, there are a few good bows, and it is very hard. And we are going to Mount Hobbs, where Rydia normally runs fire, and instead is going to learn another spell, which is the Mist Dragon.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so excited.
You mean you're not excited to go and have a spell that does damage based on your current HP with a character whose current HP is 30?
No, I'm really not.
Game. But you did find a Dancing Dagger, which your Rydia can use, and that will do a lot more damage.
Okay, honey, where's that dancing dagger we found you? Porum, you were going to hit things very hard.
Normally in the game, the Dancing Dagger is found in the shop at Mist that you're not allowed to get to until after you've gone and defeated the False King of Baron and Baron Castle. But randomizers, they go and give us some nice tricks. And now we're going up Mount Hobbs, which is not one of the locations that are listed for key items, but this can have a character that this party wouldn't mind to go and get a third person added to the party. Yeah,
This could get a little spicy. This could get a little spicy.
it can. You at least have Kane.
Okay, now would be a good time to roll. You tried, honey. You tried.
There's worse. There's better.
Just hit something, Rydia. Just hit something. Kane, get it. Just everybody, just get out of the way. Porum's fine. Porum's fine. Porum is less fine. We're all less fine. Get in the air. Please get in the air. You're not going to get in the air. Fine.
Yeah.
Just fine.
That's unfortunate, boss. Odin is a bit strong. Has the 3 physical attacks, and will go and raise their sword and cast the Odin spell or the Zentetsuken. Then we'll go and attack twice, do Zentetsuken again, and it's a bit unpleasant. It's gonna go and take another shot. Kane normally would be, because of jump, Kane can go and be in the back row and still do full damage, so that is not something we have to worry about on the seed. Or at least in this fight, we can go and rearrange afterwards easier.
Where's flame thing? Let's try this again. Let's roll something a little bit more. No. Just get in the air.
And while it looked odd, Porum went and attacked Kane, not to go and hurt Kane, but to go and potentially get a proc from the power staff to get Berserk going.
Fine, I didn't want that Kane anyway.
He's going to stab you in the back anyways. It's fine. It's Kane. That's what he does.
Fine. Just fine. It's fine. We're going to go to Antlion and see if maybe we're not fighting an Odin, or I could fight a bow to go with those lit arrows that would do terrible things to the boss.
There are a bow and a chest is an option. There's also elven bows, which are a strong bow, can be found in overworld shops. Last I checked, at least.
I'm not spending my money on a strong bow. I have standards.
But
I have standards.
But it's the elven bow. It's elf bow.
No, the elven bow is fine. I'm not going to buy a strong bow.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's fair. The strong bow, the crossbow, the archer bow, those are all of suspect power, because not until the elven bow that they feel very respected. Sylph is a very nice pickup for
that is
Rydia.
my third Sylph.
Well, on the bright side, when Rydia gets a level, she can start casting it.
Yeah, it's just getting through a fight. All
The
I need
spot.
is a bow. All I need is a bow. None of those are bows.
You're just gonna go and try and put a bow on the seed.
Oh, that'll get me through that.
That
Okay.
Zeus Rage. It is a one-use item that will go and cast Lit 2 on every enemy. And whew, don't know if you heard stories, but the guy who sits around in a open field holding the sword up real high doesn't like lightning very much.
Yeah, that's you got a big no. That's not how you use a sword. You are not who I wanted to see here.
To be
What?
fair, there are worse places to see.
Okay. Think. We are thinking. We're gonna hit the turtle.
Got the Dancing Dagger on Rydia. That should go and help cut down the damage. So the turtle is... If you played vanilla, you think, well, why are we scared of the turtle? We cast Lit 3 with the old man. Right, the old man's not here, so the Lit 3 isn't going to do much, right? Well, there's another part to this. The boss is actually weak to ice normally, and does damage based on 4% of their current HP. Well, this is going to hurt them a fair bit.
Why couldn't he have done that on the mountain? That's what I was hoping for.
Well, you see,
Stupid Grimoire.
the Grimoire giveth and the Grimoire taketh. Right. On the bright side, Rydia gained a level, or enough levels to be able to potentially cast Sylph.
And yeah, picked up to the pass. Rydia can cast self glitches on, and I have another exit.
that is very
These are all
helpful.
wonderful things.
Just need to get rid of the initial 25 MP and the Sylph glitches. In a number of situations, Rydia doesn't actually lose mana when she casts Sylph. If she can cast it, she'll just be able to keep casting it for free. Very helpful thing.
Okay, let's not be dumb. Let's remember to use the self.
You see, that's how you're better than me in some ways, because I would go into that fight, wonder what Sylph is, and think, right, I have to use that item.
Use my 110 because I need her to have full HP because nobody has any MP. And we're going to go bully Odin because he's decided to bully me.
Odin has not been saying Zentetsu can, Odin has been saying Zentetsu can't. And you signed up for this.
I
Or more to
know.
the point, you let me sign up for this.
I asked you to do this.
Yes.
No, shout outs to Baka. Baka is amazing. Don't use spear as an item, please. Baka, amazing person, good friend, one of the first people I ever did commentary with, and got himself thrown out of the booth.
More than once, I think. Wow,
Yeah,
that was a really nice Zeus Rage.
Yeah.
So things that are weak to elements take either double or quadruple power, and I think that was quadruple weakness. So yeah, that's a nice fight. That's a nice Kane to add to our party. He's got a real Kane 2 attitude.
That's an Aegis shield. I'm not even going to be mad about that pun because that's an Aegis shield. That's like the best shield in the game.
Yeah, the Aegis Shield goes and has slightly lesser physical defense, but it protects from Petrify. It goes and gives additional magic evasion through stats and has very high magic resistance, which your Kane's more likely to get hurt by magic than physical damage after a certain point, so it's a really nice item.
Actually, I would like my king to farm. I would like him there. I would like him equipped with something better than iron. Can I offer you a diamond hat? Can I offer you a karate robe?
Again, the Karate Robe is very helpful because it gives +3 strength, which is a very nice item, and the Dragoon Gauntlets will be very helpful because the Dragoon Gauntlets give extra defense against fire, ice, and lightning damage, which can be very helpful because of how defense scales in this game.
Want to sell me an elven bow? Do you even sell elven bows on the overworld? Probably not.
I think it can still show up in overworld shops. But we do have There's the kamikaze items are a way to cast self-destruct, which are sometimes useful and oftentimes, well, you remember how we asked, do you want to go and do damage based on the HP of your character?
You meant
This,
that quite literally.
yeah, apparently. Lots of options to do that. At least you have the option to do the HP of a character that's not Rydia. This is the third boss in this overworld who is weak to lightning.
Yeah, what is this? I still don't have a bow. Pour him, just hit it real hard. Did y'all like the Sylph sound? Because you're going to be hearing this a lot.
The Sylph is a fantastic spell because it does about as much damage as Virus, which is a mid-20s spell, and it heals your party, and Rydia can cast it for free. And Octomam, well, we see that Octomam is losing an arm. What happens when Octomam loses arms is that Octomam goes and gets a bit slower. And after the first 3 hits, every other hit will go and take off an arm, so Octomam will go a bit slower and slower and slower, and King can just kind of chill out here, or as Porum says, don't chill out, get angry, get very angry, and take it out on the octopus.
Yeah, I like Berserk. Berserk's a great spell. Because
Berserk?
then I don't have to push any buttons.
It is a very good spell for that reason. And Berserk increases how much damage you do when you attack. It just, makes it so you only attack. A Legend Sword, a very nice 1/2 of one objective that we have to forge the Legend Sword in Kukul's Forge.
But still, no underground access.
Nope. It means underground is either in on top of Ordeals, in the Baron Inn, or one option I'd neglected to mention was behind the wild card key item spot, the Mist Dragon. As we have no free key item, where in the vanilla game, talking to Edward and Toria would go and give you a key item, the Twin Harp. And for Enterprise, we have the option to say, no, we're not going to go give it for you for talking to Edward. You have to find the Mist Dragon, slay the Mist Dragon, and then speak to Rydia's mother in Mist Village. Finding a few nice things. A cabin is always nice to have. A change rod is good because it goes and gives extra magic power. Silk webs are pretty helpful items. They are. So the slow spell is a little annoying in Final Fantasy IV in the fact that when you cast it once, you don't actually get the full effect. You have to cast it twice, unless you use a silk web. That will go and give you the maximum effect of slow on everything. And slow comes up a bit more in Sea Hero Seeds because, well, short case on agility is it's in the SNES version of Final Fantasy IV, it's a number we can manipulate because it's based on, in the vanilla game, Cecil's agility. In Free Enterprise, it's based on your middle character's agility, except on Sea Hero, where it's based on your hero's agility. And you have ways to go and adjust it up and down, but there comes more points where you're going to say, I would very much so like this boss to be slower, and I'm going to throw a silk web to make it happen.
We have seen one of the bosses that you may want to throw Silk Web at already, but there are still plenty that just, your life is just better if you do that.
Yeah, Keinatsu is a... Keinatsu can be a very, very scary boss because, as I mentioned previously, 4% of their current HP doesn't sound like a lot when it did 23 damage at the antlion spot. However, when the boss has 65,000 HP, it's a lot nicer to go and say, get slower and let me break you out of that wave.
Can I have an old man to go with all these Soma drops I've picked up?
I think you're gonna have to go and maybe check an inn for that. So, question: does Sid count as an old man?
No, Sid is a beef tank, and
Okay.
well, Sid is one of my favorite characters. He makes a great chemist. He makes a great please don't die.
Yeah, Sid having an incredible amount of HP is a very helpful thing to have.
Just
And
gonna
we have,
keep smacking Kane. There we go.
yep, these are 3 dark imps. This is what would be called a free boss because most bosses are immune to status effects and other things because of the boss bit. The dark imps do not have the boss bit. They're actually just normal enemies. They get pulled up and they get scaled to this location. So yeah, we can just simply go and if we were so inclined, you could go and throw things like an hourglass at them to stop them. We can go and cast hold on Porm if we want to see how much a white mage can miss with a spell. We could cast stone if anyone was high enough level to do that.
Although I probably really would have liked to see those somewhere a little higher on the moon. Ooh, that's Berserk. I can
Yes.
actually hard cast it now instead of hoping that it works.
Yes, that's Power Staff Box. It's a chance to hit or a chance of effect, but there is tech for that that we don't need to go into because it's confusing and I don't fully remember all of it. But we do see Vigan, and Vigan has 2 snake arms and just blew up Rydia.
Why you gotta be like this, Bigan? Do I look like I have? Yeah, no, this is a no right now. I don't have to watch this play out. I do not need to watch this play out. I know how this ends. We will come back to you, Bigan.
Entirely fair. Vigan is a rather obnoxious fight, especially in that back attack spot, where yeah, that's the spot where it's guaranteed to be that the rows are flipped and the boss goes first. And that boss can be a bit obnoxious because, as you saw, if he focuses down a party member, he's going to go and do a lot of annoying things. So let's go and leave this silly place and choose somewhere else to go.
And question from chat: why I berserk Kane and then stop doing anything with anybody else? Those actions take time. A lot of the times they're not going to do any damage that's worth it. So I just let Kane hit things real hard and take a turn as soon as he's able.
Yep. It's very common to... A lot of this comes down to a race mentality where I'm not worried about the efficiency of my party's actions versus the enemies. I'm worried about the time cost of my actions, and not inputting anything else just makes it faster. And that in the waterfall was Ashura, who is a boss.
We have a moment for some donations.
Yeah.
Sure.
We have 1640 from Infinius with here's 10 cents for each level that each of the top 2 parts of Neo X Death had combined. It was fun to do comms for this, and I hope to be able to do more next year. We have a nice donation in from Tybalt with $69 for my run last night, $50 for floor 5 Jerkbird, $10 for a crystal sword being sold, and $9 for losing to boss once again. Hope everyone is enjoying the marathon. We have $76 from Fiery Blizzard, $1 for every second Boko, the best chocobo in Final Fantasy, was on screen. Thanks again to Joe, Infinius, Psychonaut, and Warlink for joining me in the booth and behind the scenes. And we have $25 from the Axeman with no comment.
Well, thank you to everyone for those generous donations. We took a quick stop in Mistcave to see what the boss was there. It was a Leviathan, and now we're in Baron Inn, and we're seeing Mylon and his backup dancers.
Does Flame actually do what I think it does?
I believe it cast fire too.
Well, I was hoping that it would be... I was kind of hoping that it would be Mass Party, but I guess I'm just not that lucky. These things don't have hardly any the HP, but if I kill Mylon first, I might have a bad time.
Yeah, turns out they're used to being backup dancers, not lead dancers, and they do not take being the lead very well. Because they hit hard. They have high attack multipliers.
Really, I really thought you'd do more than that, honey. Fine, we're just gonna punch him to death.
Orm will show him the power.
Porum's putting out some damage. Wow.
That plus 10 strength from that staff is no joke. Especially when you have a character that may have 10 strength at level 20.
Mylon and I agreeing on one thing. Oh, my body. getting old is a thing.
And now
Who
this
are
is
you?
Rubicant Sprite. This is Rubicant, who that flame sphere is unfortunately not the preferred item.
I don't think I have anything else.
You got a drain sword.
That's fine. Fine. We'll just. Did I have a drain sphere? I swear I had a drain sphere. No, I did not.
Nope.
Or I got mad and I sold it, which is also
I mean,
a possibility.
Drain sword is a bunch of money.
Okay. Okay. We're just gonna do this to death. Can you not? Can.
The answer is no.
My one life potion. My one life potion. Don't hit Rydia. Just hit Kane. He's useless.
He did 100 damage. That's
I
100%
know.
of the damage you've done so far this fight. Hey! Well, Rubicant did much less damage to Kane.
This is not great. This is fine.
We have sylphs. We can go and listen to their siren song.
Yes, we can. Do I have anything I can use?
Got that Zeus Rage?
You know what? It's not going to do less damage.
It's not going to heal either.
Look, it was that is another one of these. Yeah, hit him. He's fine. I'll bring him back. It's not like I have anything better to do. I think I just brought Porum back. Whoops.
It's fine. He'll have time to go and get
Stupid targeting.
Kane back. This is not an incredibly fast spot, and yeah, we'll be able to go and bring Kane up without too much issue. And the Sylphs are very happy to sing the song of their people.
And because it doesn't cost any MP, I don't even have to worry about running out.
Yep.
He's dead.
There we go. Rubicant is defeated, and now we get to decide if we have to go through that Vigan or if we have another option.
That's not a good option. That's not a good option. I hate that option.
Welcome to K Unsafe, where, as we said, you can go and be sent to the moon instead of being forced underground.
They had better not have given me the seed that got rolled for one of these, where your underground access was behind a Masa alt gauntlet.
Ah.
Yeah, that was restreamed and it took several hours.
For anyone who's unaware, the Masamune altar is deep, 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 deep into the moon. Like 4 screens before the final boss. That's normally where you fight Ogopogo, one of the hardest bosses in the game. The alt gauntlet is a randomization of the Fabul gauntlet fight, where Fabul is under attack, and there are 5 encounters there with a mixture of Baron guards and some monsters around. Before it was the alt gauntlet, you would just fight those monsters scaled at different locations. After it was changed to the alt gauntlet, you fight random encounters from the nearby area. And the core of the moon has some very fun random encounters. I think behemoths are the easiest thing in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get to see the rare evil mask that you otherwise would never see.
Evil mask, red dragons. Do you get a triple stack in there, or is that somewhere else? Oh, you don't get the
Not
triple
get a triple
stack.
stack.
Yeah, if you ever see red dragons with a 3, but you only see 1 dragon, that's because there's 3 red dragons stacked on top of each other. That's an encounter in the core of the moon.
Well, I guess we should go see what the bunnies have and if there's another character, maybe there's a Foo up here. Maybe there's a Foo up here.
Maybe there's an Edward up here.
Well, he is completely useless because the spoon flag is not turned on in this flag set.
I dare say a fourth character is never completely useless. They can always take a punch. Or a flare.
Come back here. Oh.
I mean...
Yeah, I can't pass on that, unfortunately.
Another summon Faridia. Another summon Faridia that heals. A summon Faridia that has a 2/3 chance of healing and a 1/3 chance of going and putting revive on the entire party.
I mean, sometimes in life you need to be able to revive your whole party at once.
Yep. Fun fact. You can also do that in the Rubicon fight if you cast a fire spell on Rubicon and you have dead party members.
I've done that on purpose for that exact reason before. Because sometimes your Rubicon fight goes real sideways.
Mm-hmm. Look, if you just leave Rubicon alone, he'll go and... Well,
No.
speaking of someone who is just going to punch parties, there's Yang. Yang is a great character at level 40 because Yang scales incredibly well off experience and not at all without. Because Yang doesn't gain power from weapons he equips. He gains status elements and maybe some stats.
Go see if I can spike something, maybe a bow out of the Bahamut Cave. Because the Bahamut Cave doesn't have trap chests.
There could be some good stuff up here.
At this point, I would take the strongbow. I would take any bow it gives me.
Are you getting close, ready to bow out? Okay, that's a good one. That's a good weapon for Kane.
That is a fantastic weapon for Kane. Am I forgetting where the chests are in this place? Yes.
Hey, a cat claw. That's great for the Yang we just picked up. It's his best weapon.
Yeah, it allows him to do like 10 more damage at this level.
Yeah, and be a little bit faster.
Well, if I found a Cecil, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
Fire Claw is less than ideal.
Yeah. Let's
Okay,
go
who are
take a
you?
peek to see who the boss is.
That is Elements.
As I mentioned earlier, there are two bosses that use the Rubicon sprite. First is Rubicon himself. The second is Elements, which is the four Elemental Fiend refight and the Giant. So, yeah, we're going to go and walk away from that. There are ways to go and deal with that fight, but not at this time.
Yeah, that Mylon form is going to hit very, very hard.
I'm sure you can find Tiara and Wizard Robe and somebody of some undead resistance. So is Baigen about to become Hygen?
Baigen's gonna have a little bit more of a bad day. I've got more characters, I've got a better weapon. I'm gonna go check the item shop and see if I can find some life potions. That's not the way to the item shop.
Life potions are a very good find. Hey, life potions!
I
I
do
just
have
spend-
a donation here. $10 from Senso Kaelu, saying, thank you for the oh my body getting old joke. Same.
Yeah. Mylon and me, we feel that every morning. At some point in life, you start relating more to the enemies in games than you do the characters.
Is that a sign that I should go and maybe chill out a bit so I don't get called an evil mask at work more?
Can't take you anywhere. Can't take
Really
you anywhere.
can't.
Okay, I don't have much for you. Put on that cat claw, put on a fire claw. Do I have a hat for you? No. You don't have any armor.
The monkeys. I mean, strength ring.
Nah, I'm gonna give that to Kane.
You mean the person who can actually do damage?
Yeah, the person that can actually do damage. Let's give him his gun near. Get any better hats for you? No. Okay, let's change things up a little bit. That looks good. Let's save. And let's go have fun with Bigan.
We'll see if this ends up being a disarming fight for Bigan this time.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, I asked for this.
Yeah, I really got to hand it to you. You gave that to me.
Why did I save at the bottom of the mountain when I'm just going to come up here and save again?
Because you might choose to say, you know what, we're still not going to do Bigan. We'd rather go to the moon and just try and spike some massive experience from a boss there. It's fine. King Queen Evelyn are still in the pool.
You know what? Kill Young. That's fine. I don't care. He's going to do a power punch. Zerk the cane. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yang will go and, yep. Bigan's being a jerk, but Bigan's going to go and lose the jerk fight because the Sylphs are here to go and show the true power of their song, of their people, and full heal Rydia.
As much as I appreciate you taking out the arms, can we please, thank you, hit the main body?
Are you looking to body Bigan?
Maybe.
Well, Kane's well armed enough for it.
Lord help me.
It's
The
a shame
main
we couldn't
body.
go and
The main body.
it's a shame that the feet were also an option, so Lagan could truly be defeated.
Well, now I'm just trying to figure out what it would look like if his feet were also snakes.
I imagine it'd be like a. I mean, in the end, it would be a Black Knight situation, but I mean, you're just going to have like some slightly awkward shoes. We'd go and walk around a bit funny because the snakes would be trying to go in two different directions. And now for another factor about Sea Hero. This is a fight that we need to take. In the vanilla game, Cecil takes it alone. In Sea Hero, your hero takes it alone. A reminder
Porum
that
is not the dream.
Aurum is a white mage. And unfortunately, white mages in Final Fantasy are not clerics from D&D. So this could be a bit, hey, the Baron Key, that's not the worst thing to find. Okay, this is not the worst fight to find. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at this.
Yeah, I was hoping that this would show up on the moon to go and give you a big infusion of experience, but all things considered, this is going to be fine. So King Queen Evelyn is it's a story fight that happens on the way down, infiltrating the underground a second time, and eventually they realize, wait, no, we don't want to fight you. We would rather not fight you, and decide that they're going to peace out. Which, of all the fights to get for a white mage, the fight where the enemies say, no, we're done, is a very good option.
Yeah, in some cases it's faster to just fight them yourselves. Porum really has no offensive capabilities at all.
The most offensive thing about Porum is her HP growth.
I mean, fair. And I don't think I found very many apples so far. But Cecil became a paladin wherever he is.
Which, we got a light sword if we find Cecil. Cecil's absolutely getting added to this party, I think.
Yeah, I would very much love to see a Cecil, an Edge, Fusoya, Yeah, anybody who can do some physical damage. A Sid at this point. I've got 2 Earth Hammers.
Well, on the bright side, we do have that Baron key, which will open up technically 2 key item checks and a character check. And the character check, because it's gated, has a chance of going and rolling that Fusoya we've been asking for. Or it could give Edward.
Why do you have to say hateful things? Why you gotta be
Because this
hateful?
chat are secretly cheering for them, and I need to give them a voice. On the right side, there's also some nicer treasure in Baron.
Yes, I can go. I'm probably gonna loot Watery Pass and hope I find a dang.
Bow.
Yes, a bow. You got any of them fancy bows? You got a dwarf axe? I'll take one of those.
Yeah, the dwarf axe is a very unique weapon because
Still any of them
you throw it like a boomerang. So it goes out and comes back, and it does full damage from the back row, which part of what makes the back row really helpful is that you can keep people there, and they'll have a double defense and have double evasion. Downside is they normally do half damage from there, or more to the point, have half accuracy and half attack power. But long range means that you do full damage from the back row. And the game kind of forgets to go and say you're no longer in the back row, you're no longer using a back row weapon when you take off a back row weapon. So Kane's now going to do full damage from anywhere and can be put in the back row safely to do more damage. And that's a Gaia Drum, and that's a Poison Axe.
Those are all very nice things if I find a character that can use them, or if I need to fight something that has multiple forms. Because this party is very much lacking in any sort of AoE.
We got the Mist Dragon.
No.
I mean, hey, that's Boreas. That's another form of AoE. And ice damage.
Do either of us remember who gave us our key item?
Remember?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm just here to go and say silly things. I don't actually think. Oh, hi. It's CPU.
This also isn't the dream.
There are worse options. You do have Sylph and a Kane who can jump. So this is CPU.
Are you bad enough to kill the front orb?
For anyone who's played this on the Super Nintendo, you kill the Defender Orb because it heals 10% of the CPU's orbs max HP anytime it casts. If this is the DS version, you ignore that advice because the CPU orb goes and does an absolute pathetic amount of damage compared to the laser orb, or the CPU healing orb does an absolute pathetic amount of healing compared to the amount of damage that the laser orb does. Because in that version, that thing just murders. Well, on the bright side, you were proven that wrong, that Yang will not kill, and thankfully Yang did not go and kill that orb because the CPU would start doing Globe 199, which is a lot of damage.
That would be when we go to Plan Q.
Heal up people and hope they don't kill the right ones.
Yeah, that's... I was just going to say hit things real hard, but yeah, that works too.
I thought Plan A was hit things real hard. Whereas Plan A hit things, and Plan Q is hit things real hard without care of which things are getting hit.
Exactly. You start zerking people up.
There is no plan. There is no mercy. There is only unbridled violence.
And panic. There's a lot of panic there too.
I mean... Yeah, I mean, CPU's dead, so there's no need to panic now. Freddy's even gaining levels. Yang's gained levels. Now we can go and see what's in the boxes.
You got any of them bows?
Thunderclaw
No?
is nice.
Why can we not... Do we just not have bows in this kingdom? Is that what this is? Also, I should use this.
We have someone we can go and spend some of Rydia's MP on now.
Well,
I mean, we
that
could
and
spend
my
on other
inventory.
things.
Yeah, no, my life potions not being where they're supposed to be is starting to stress me out.
Yeah, that's fair. I always like having that first slot too, because life
Makes
glitching is
life,
very helpful.
yeah, it makes the life glitch a lot easier.
Oh hey, someone to use the Thunderclaw on.
Yeah, I guess I should equip it.
This is Dr. Vigan. This is a boss with multiple forms.
Don't. Okay. Just hit things. I'll have poor berserk you in a minute.
Just hit things.
Okay.
Famous words for, I mean, it is Kane. Kane is indiscriminate in things that, actually no, he's very discriminate about what he's willing to hit. Usually it's Cecil.
Yeah, he is our betrayer.
But maybe that's why Berserk is a constant improvement for Kane. He just views everything in the world as Cecil. And there was Yang doing some damage.
He broke 4 digits. 4 whole digits, y'all.
Yeah, 4 whole digits before Kane. And now, unfortunately, Dr. Luge is going to go and poison the entire party.
You want to get in the air before? No. No. Well, this is unfortunate. Fine.
And Berserk,
Oh,
well,
okay.
Kane went and took care of that.
That's fine.
And
And
yep.
we get a free heal after this, so I don't have to listen to the poison walk sound. Yes,
Hey!
get in my party.
Well, we now have more characters who can do damage. This is quite the development from the initial party of Rydia and Porum.
Apparently we don't get a free heal after this, and I have to listen to the poison walk sound.
That you do.
I'm so sad.
I wasn't going to correct you and let you be seriously disappointed.
Also, those statues were just random forms of energy.
One of them
We
was
had-
Mist Dragon. The other one, I think, was Zemus.
Yep, one of Zemus's death sprites. Well, great.
Okay.
Whenever I get underground, I can forge.
Yeah. And it was even better. The last objective. So we currently have access to 2 objectives. The defeat the Masamune and defeat the Ribbon Altar. And when we get underground, we'll have access to that forge that will go and make a weapon for Porum. And the only thing left is to go and find the karate and defeat them. My goodness, did we just go and get a character who specifically interacts with that fight?
But I still have to get underground.
Well, on the bright
where
side,
my fear is.
you know that you don't have to go underground. You don't have to go anywhere else in the overworld to get underground.
You don't think I'm not checking this spot to go see if I can get underground from here?
I said you don't. I said you don't have to. Not that you're probably going to desperately hope for there to be a water hag sitting on the Baron throne giving you a magma key.
Yeah.
Oh hey, Dragon Whip. That's a nice weapon for Rydia.
Yeah, apparently they just don't make bows in this world.
Well, on the bright side, Rydia can get back row glitch now. Who is this? This?
You're a witch.
I'm a witch!
You're a witch.
That I am! Disclaimer, I do not have foreknowledge of the seed.
I mean, I'm not upset. Yeet. Fight yeet. It's my favorite thing to do.
We have the option of renaming characters.
I renamed exactly one character for that cutscene.
We even do it before the game starts so no one notices. And I was wondering, why did Anna start saying random words?
I would have really liked that Cecil to get a little bit of levels, but I'm not going to complain. I'm
You know,
really hoping that
you're just setting up for the slingshot where you're going to go up to the moon,
I hate everything.
take a fight up there, and just rocket Cecil up from level 1 to level 30.
I hate everything.
Fine, you're going to get more experience on the moon. You'll think you'll be happy about this.
Well,
Okay,
if I'm
even I
going
don't believe that statement.
Yeah, if I'm going to the moon, I'm gonna need to pick up a few things before I go there.
We're going to go shopping. Oh boy.
Yeah, because I haven't found star veils yet.
You know, that is a good thing because I did go and talk about how great they were, and not having them would definitely go and be very awkward in a place where there's no shops.
Well, and I know they have to be one of two places. They are either here in Kaipo, or they are in Agert.
The two places you haven't gone yet, and hey, you chose the right one.
Okay, what are we selling? What are we selling? I don't need a second Thundercall. I don't need that crystal shield. I don't need a short sword.
I got another ninja shirt as well, I think.
Yeah, I can sell that ninja shirt. I'm never gonna find a character that it goes with. Okay, that allows me to buy 10 star veils. I like to buy things in packs of 10.
That's a usually convenient way to do it. If you're very cheap, you can go with 3, and that's if you're incredibly daring or silly.
Yeah, I haven't seen Wyvern. I haven't seen Golbez. I would rather not be very daring on either one of those things. I still would really like camping gear. I have no camping gear.
You have a big whale, that can go and let you camp on the top of the moon, but not in the bottom of the moon where all the things that go and take away all your HP are.
Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Everybody out of my way. I'm grumpy and I have to go to the move. I will take tents. I'm not going to complain about what I find. But while I go complain about having to go to the moon, do we have anything our host wants to say?
Was just refreshing. We do have some incentives running currently. We have 2 bid wars. The first bid war is for the upcoming Metroid Dread randomizer run. The missiles will be some form of Pride themed. Looking at this, it is currently looking like it will be the Pride flag with 4940 towards it. But in second place, we have Genderqueer Pride missiles at 25 and non-binary Pride with $1. The other options are asexual Pride, bisexual Pride, and pansexual Pride. Oh, and trans Pride. Those are all at 0, though. We also have, for Demarine's upcoming 3 randomizer shuffler run, the current top pick is The Legend of Zelda with $35. In second place is more Final Fantasy IV with $34. And then third place, it looks like Dragon Warrior 1 with 11, followed very closely by Final Fantasy 1 at 10, and Final Fantasy 6 and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, both with 9.
Definitely get those donations in, y'all. That shuffler is going to be an awesome time. And don't forget, today is Trans Day of Visibility. There we go. So yeah, I'm excited to see all of those different missile colors. That's going to be so much fun.
I imagine it's going to be very fun and exciting. So yes, definitely go and get your donations in.
And it looks like we're just over $150 away from our goal of $4,000. I think we can get there, y'all. Sorry, talking and menuing, not my forte.
It is hard to go and do those. I was slightly distracted by some mysterious thing. But now we're heading into the lunar core, where we're gonna have some fun down here. This is a place you're expected to be in the mid 30s to 40s when you come here. What level's your team?
Cecil is level 1.
But Cecil just joined the team. He took a nap for the first fight. He doesn't count. He's been slacking.
Hey, would you
Yeah.
look at this? A $25 donation from a Baka Shinobi. I hear Final Fantasy IV is a neat game. Someone should play more of it.
Boy, that sounds like a very interesting and fascinating person with no ulterior motives whatsoever.
Oh, hi.
This is
You want to get around to Cecil, please? Why? Why? Why you gotta do that?
so. As I said, this is a character who can go. We picked up a character who can go and make a specific fight that we're required to do free. That character is Cecil, and the fight is that one. We're going in reminding Yang that no, you are you're not on the side of Baron. You're on our side. Please stop hitting us. After the second kick, if Cecil goes and hits Yang, Yang will realize, wait, I don't want to hit my friends, and will stop attacking.
Well, and not only is he hitting his friends, he's hitting himself.
That too. I can see a monk going and doing that for endurance training or something. Monks have a number of interesting exercises that they're willing to do.
Is that like from Happy Gilmore, where he used to stand in front of the tennis thing? That is a very specific reference.
You know, I'm going to be entirely honest. I've never actually watched all of Happy Gilmore.
Was it Happy Gilmore? Yeah, he stands in front of the tennis ball dispenser to work on his strength training. Can I get to the Cecil's turn, please? Cecil, hit Yang. I don't care if you're the only person to get any experience. Thank you. First boss on the moon done, y'all.
Yep. And hey, we went and set up that slingshot. So Cecil gained 29 levels. Cecil's level 30. Great level, great character, very well equipped to go and deal with this moon. And Porum got experience too, because Porum's the well, okay, there's an earth crystal. Would you like to open a whole bunch of boxes, Allie?
Yeah, absolutely. Get me off
Would
this
you
moon.
I was gonna say, would you like to find do a Kingdom check that's not on the moon?
Yeah, get me off this moon. I do not want to be here. I know that this isn't what's the word I'm looking for? This isn't optimal. I do not want to be on the moon with the party I have. And the lack of gear I have.
That's fine. You have Cecil, you have some equipment.
Also, don't
I'm
park
sure you'll be
the
fine.
whale there.
And you can go and even take a rest in the bed to heal your party.
Now, with the new beta flags, I don't remember if Flame Dog can have tier 8.
That's a good question. I don't know either.
Oh yeah, my party's dead. I still got one of them cabins. I do have a cabin.
And the important thing about Flame Dog is Flame Dog does percentage of HP damage as the first action of the fight.
And Scythe Marshal giving me the info, no, there is no T8. The only T8 is the lunar subterranean chests.
And for anyone who's unaware, Tier 8 is what we go and refer to for weighted chests, where because we go and have randomizers, we go and put items in different tiers, and Tier 8 contains, last I checked, 3 items: Excalibur, Crystal Sword, and Adamant Armor, and we're not allowed to get Adamant Armors in this seed. Does that mean that Allie's going to go into the moon and open a whole bunch of chests? Hey, there's a heroine
No.
robe.
I might keep that. Give me a crystal ring. I don't want that.
Crystal
Nice.
ring, heroine
Nice.
robe, life staff. That's plus 15 willpower for your hero. More Soma drops.
How many staves are in this? Actually, I'll take that in case it could go with the ninja sword. That was
I guess they were trying to
3
stave
different
off
high-level
looters.
staves. I'm so mad that I still don't have a bow. I don't even need a bow at this point. but is the principle of the matter.
Yeah, it is rather impressive that you've managed to dodge every single bow. Most people try and dodge the arrows.
I got lots of those. Got lots of those.
You got anything to shoot them with?
No.
I'm still safe.
At this point, you just take an arrow and you start stabbing. It's like a dagger, just a very brittle dagger.
Very brittle one-use dagger. It's supposed to be used at range from a curved piece of flexible material tied back with some form of string.
Well, last night's run taught us that you can put the bow and the arrow in the same hand with Dark King. I think that was his name. He just has it both in the same hand. He's got 4 hands and doesn't realize how archery works.
You know, I think this is the power of what you do not know just really actually does make you stronger.
You know what? Get a ninja hat, because you are slower than molasses. Oh, yeah. Now, look at this Cecil, who is now several levels higher than the rest of my party.
Mm-hmm. Isn't you were preserving the slingshot to go and get your lowest level character 15 times experience, or double experience. It's fine.
You know what? Have a crystal ring. Just have a crystal ring.
That crystal ring's pretty good. It gives dragon defense, which means that any dragon type enemy will do half damage. On top of her being that back row, she's already getting half damage. Actually, not even half damage, double defense, which is something different. One of the few sprites where the first puff of smoke is nothing. It's Antlion. Antlion counterattacks.
Oh,
That might hurt.
counterattack self.
It might hurt if this was in Antlion Cave, but outside of Antlion Cave, 100 damage counterattack is pretty tepid.
Yeah, and I'm much happier to see Antlion here than anywhere else.
Yeah, if he has Antlion Beyond the Mood, Antlion hits hard, and if Antlion has magic power, whoo, boy, do those counters hurt.
Yeah, Massa Altar is terrible for Antlion.
To be fair, a lot of things are awful in the Massa Altar. Like,
yes, they are.
The original boss here, Maga Sisters, on the Masamune Altar is very, very rude. You're not supposed to fight Maga Sisters with spell power. Maga Sisters with spell power kills your party.
Yeah, or Ruby there. And you don't realize how bad Ruby is, and you have a Avenger equipped.
For those who aren't aware, the Avenger is a weapon that auto-berserks a user while they're wearing it, and if you start a fight with it, you don't get to take it off. The only way to stop the berserk is for your party to turn on that party member and say, no, stop taking turns the 0 HP way. Well now. How vanilla.
Well, at least I know where he is, and I know he's not somewhere terrible hiding on the moon.
I was going to say, at least you know he's not blocking the way underground, but that was always the case because you don't have Be Unsafe on.
Nope. Be Unsafe and K Unsafe, 2 separate things. When you put them together, life gets a little miserable. Yes, get in my party. Please. Please. Yang, sorry, buddy. You're going off a cliff.
You're not going and keeping Yang to go and have a 4 Berserker party. Wait. With the exception of Rosa, you have the vanilla party.
Porum's fine. She's like a diet Rosa.
Diet or die a lot?
I mean, she's Rosa at home. What am I doing? Equip the edge. Where'd that ninja sword go that I kept? There it is. Where's that? Wait, I gotta put the full moon on first. Back row glitch, our friend here. Then I gotta put the full moon on there. Everything else you have is great. Everything's great. Give me a key item that lets me go underground. Don't make me go back to the moon. While I'm a lot stronger than I was the first time, I'd still rather not go back to the moon. Moon's scary, y'all.
Are we going to find out? Well, This is another fight that's nice to see here and not on the moon.
Can somebody get a turn that's useful? Porum, you ever want to take a turn, honey?
Porum is one of the 2 characters you go and want to have in your party as your anchor to make Fusoya's relative agility 1. The other is the level 1 Rydia. Speed is not Porum's forte.
I mean, that'll be great when I have to go to Zeromas, but I need her to start zerking people. Because we are not finding wine on this flag set unless it is in Kokol's shop.
I mean, you got everything you need to go and get to Kokol's shop, so there is the distinct possibility that wine is, in fact, on the table.
I mean, or I could steal it, but that takes time, and this is a race, not a race, but I have you
You have a schedule to keep.
Yes, I have a schedule to keep. Thank you, Baka, for giving me words because I can't today.
You're in the middle of playing. And we're seeing that Evil Wall is now down. Evil Wall punches a lot. Evil Wall goes a lot because Evil Wall does the dreaded start a chain, where normally when an enemy gets a turn, they have to come back to their turn again before they do it, because you queue actions and then take your action.
Start a chain. Start a chain. Cheaters.
Start a chain is just, I do everything at once. So start a chain, move forward. At next action of the chain, punch. Hey, look. So where are you looking to go on the moon, Allie?
Live an altar. We'll just do straight top down. I should go to the bottom of the moon. Where am I going? I am looking for my whale. Y'all seen a giant spaceship that was parked underwater? Where am I? I've just completely lost where I am.
Head west. West and a bit north. No, I haven't spent too much time flying around this world. Why are you asking?
I can only do things by going east. That's my other problem. I can't go west.
I memorized the square lines of pretty much the 3 lines that things are on in this map and navigate that way.
What I need to do is I need to get a map made, real nice cloth map of the FF4 world, and then need to put it over my computer.
Yep. So we currently have... We don't have any more boss locations. We could still have Demist on the moon, and boy howdy, would that be a chore.
If I have to fight Demist in the Ribbon Room, I'm going to be a little upset.
But will he be a little engaged? Will he just be misty-eyed?
We got anything from a Renlore? You got anything you want to add in?
Yes, we have a $10 donation from Manager, hyped for Mayberry's Metroid Dread Randomizer run. It'll be a great viewing experience for everyone. Oh, that was not easy to read.
Thank you for doing so.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see the Metroid Dread run. Randomizers don't all have to be 35-year-old games.
Yep.
We can randomize new games.
And excited to see that. I am. Just like I'm excited to see what bosses we're going to go and find up here, because we do have some free bosses left. We have the Kaipo guards, who show up when you are the package and are coming for Rydia, that are defeated by Cecil. We have the Baron guards, who are sitting in the Baron Inn, being incredibly rowdy and unpleasant. I think, well, depending on your definitions of free, we have Bahamut, who, if you have enough walls, will be able to go down pretty easily.
I got 10 Star Veils.
Yeah. And you know where Golvez is, and you don't need them for that fight.
Oh.
Well, there are worse spots to find these 3. There are much worse spots to find these
Yeah,
three.
that is not nearly as bad as it could have been.
This is normally the Lunar Dragon spot, which the Lunar Dragons cast. Well, let me go and step back. In most everyone's run of Final Fantasy IV, the Lunar Dragons start off punching you, and then very quickly switch to casting Virus on you. And that's because there's a script for the Lunar Dragons that we can get into later, but because they cast Virus on you, their magic power in the spot isn't obscenely high. And because it's not obscenely high, it means that you don't get one-shot by any spells. The ribbon spot, I mean. The Ogopogo spot has obscenely high magic power. That's because Ogopogo cast weak, and status effect spells really need to go and have high magic power to go and hit.
Okay, this would be a really good time. Thank you.
That I do want to compliment Rydia on the very, very high power of her Cure 2s from that Ashura.
Yeah, we're going like full. Rydia is going to be our backup healer. Because Porum doesn't know anything yet.
Not to mention that even if Porum did, you have a decent chance of your party
Never
getting
mind.
walled. Well, Porum still knows Life 1.
Yeah, just cast Life 1. Can we kill one of them? Can we maybe hit the same one?
We do have
Maybe
a
not.
backup healer. The backup healer's name is Porum. Oh, hey. Rydia got walled again.
Hit somebody on the... No.
Well, on the bright side...
Yeah, on the bright
still
side,
have-
the boys are still doing work.
Yeah, Cecil and Kane are still doing a bunch of damage.
They can't
Cecil's still
all
doing a
hit...
bunch of damage.
They can't all hit the same target, but Cecil's doing a bunch of damage.
There's about 40,000 HP in this spot, if I remember correctly. So it's getting, and the HP is split 1/4 for the front and back sisters, while the middle sister is half the health of the spot. So if it all gets sent out evenly, we'll probably do this twice.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm afraid of.
Well, on the bright side, you will get an incredible amount of experience for it.
Yeah, this is gonna be this is a grind. This
Mhm.
is definitely a sister's grind. Do not hit Porum.
Well, I mean, you still got a chance of Ashura coming off and lifing the entire party.
Why do you even say anything? Why you gotta say that?
Because
needed-
I, for one... Hey, we killed the caster.
Okay, we
And
might
no
be
one
okay.
else died.
We might be okay. Okay,
And this
we're good.
time, sure, Rydia went and tactically revived the party,
Oh god.
and then full healed the party. Rydia is definitely going and helping out significantly.
Oh, we're doing a sister grind, aren't we?
Well,
Poor Edge.
apparently surviving is an edge case scenario.
Okay, I need this to kill Cindy because I really don't want to do this all over again. Come on. Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, no sister grind today. Edge has
For-
been set up to go and receive slingshot later.
Yeah, that Edge is definitely getting a slingshot later. But that is objective number 2 down. Do you have something I can get underground with? No, but I will take that ninja shirt again. Because I sold one already.
Yeah, I think you sold more than one.
Get all of this junk out of my inventory. Out. Out, 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 out.
Out down darn spot.
Okay, let's go save. I don't want to do that again.
But it was so fun the first time. You know what's very interesting?
What's that?
Once you find underground access, you're in go mode.
Yep. I don't have to do a single thing down there.
Well, aside from going forge, but yes, you're just gonna go and be able to finish off whatever fights you have on the moon and go straight to Zeromus.
Yep. Although if I get a twin harp, I am doing twin harp.
There.
Because y'all don't necessarily know this, but we have a song that I don't think has been heard yet on any free enterprise broadcast.
Ooh. I am curious.
Oh, this is what does this look like? Yeah, that's what I was afraid
Survivable.
of. Yeah, survivable if I had literally
Cure 2.
I have a cure 2. One singular cure 2. I got anything else? No, I do not.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. We'll come back to that in a minute. We're gonna go see what's next door.
There's always some. You could always try and spike a healing item from a chest, right? Nothing bad could ever come out of a chest.
Well, who knows? I might get a cure 3 from this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you. I'm not afraid of you. But I'm not stupid enough to do that either.
What? Go and cast a summon on Paladin, and then go and get hit with the magic counterattack of Quake.
Yeah, no. We're not doing that. Okay, Edge, I really need you to survive a fight, honey. That would really make me feel good about my life. I know I forgot to put the ninja shirt on you, and I'm sorry.
Well, don't worry, Edge isn't forgetting about that fact.
Fine, we'll just start casting a Sir. It's not like we have anything better to cast.
Ow. That, was a little unfortunate for Cecil.
Yeah, get in the air. Just get in the air. It's fine. Okay, fine. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna put the shirt on the edge. Here, have a ninja shirt. Give that black belt to somebody. That is better, right?
Oh yeah. Black belt's +5 strength, karate is +3 strength, and it has just more defensive stats in general.
What's that wisdom again? Or agility? 19, 22. Okay. Okay. This is fine.
Yeah. Porum is going to be the slowest member of this party.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, let's move the crystal ring. That'll give her +5 agility.
Well, we'll see how this goes. Okay, we're going to try this a little bit differently. We're going to blink that Cecil.
On the bright side, Riddia is very well defended, because that
Yes,
crystal ring
she
also
is.
gives dragon defense.
Yes, she is.
Riddia is going to be able to full revive the party anytime necessary.
You do know virus. Good. Would you please quit hitting him so I can berserk him?
Yes, go and hit the small child. The small child is, in fact, the tank.
Paladin's just being a jerk.
Paladin's decided that, no, we're going to go and hit the person with the ability that take hits for other people. Well, on the bright side, as long as Cecil's alive, we don't have to worry about Porum getting hit, because Cecil will auto-cover Porum as long as Cecil's not berserked.
He's berserk now.
Well, you're on your own, Porum.
Leave... Good gravy. Leave him alone. Hit the Rydia. I don't think I've ever said that before. Oh, she's dead.
I'm reminded of a Penny Arcade comic of someone complaining about having played Team Fortress 2 and having a picture of a medic and a heavy and a big circle on shoot this one, the person who's healing, not the person with 600 HP.
You know what? Fine. Fine. This is the party that's going to live. Now would be a good time for you to spike Greyface. Fine. Fine.
On the bright side, the remaining party members are full healed.
Oh yes, that does me so much good.
Mhm.
So much good. Leave the Cecil alone. Hit the small child. And I'm out of MP.
Well, you do have a couple ethers, but Peldum's dead.
Nobody's getting
slingshot-
XP. It's fine.
You're preserving the slingshot for Edge for a different fight.
I hate this game. This game sucks.
So, how close are we to going to boxes and spiking in the hopes of going and getting a Cure 3 or an elixir?
A lot closer than I would like to admit.
That's okay. We still have another altar. That could go and have the magma key, or the hook route, or the twin harp, or demist.
Oh,
I'm just here going to give you all your bright future options.
Let's go poke at Crystal Sword Altar. You know what? I'm not afraid of you. Oh, Christ.
Tell me, Ellie, what are you not afraid of?
Not afraid of these stupid red giants.
That's the spirit.
Are they supposed to do that?
They counter magic with that. Yeah. You have to understand, the moon does not like Rydia casting summons.
Well, good. I just figured out a way to kill him and get some XP.
That you did. That you most certainly did.
Here, meet my friend Sylph.
Oh, what a selfless act.
And today I learned more about the red giant thing. Don't kill Rydia. Actually, I really didn't want you to kill him either. Porum, honey, you want to learn anything useful?
Gotta give her until level 40 something.
Oh.
Hey, you got dragon killing arrows. Aren't they great? So now we're on our wonderful path to the Crystal Sword Altar as we're avoiding every other chest because we just know if Allie opened another box, it would go and have murder.
Yeah, there's a lot of murder in the lunar subterranean.
There are, let's see, what is it, 9 trap chests? You have 3 behemoths. You have 3 varieties of warlock fights, where one's a warlock triple carry, one's 2 warlocks, 2 carries, and one's warlock and a fossil. Then you have Bimmy and Jimmy. Then I think you also have a double red dragon. So is it just 8?
I think it's a double blue dragon.
Oh, right. Double blue dragon, and you have the 2 red giants we just killed. Hey!
Y'all are in trouble. Y'all are in trouble. I found a coffin. Found a coffin. I'm killing one of y'all. Do not kill that Cecil.
They tried. They fought so hard. They tried. They kind of tried. One of them tried. One of them understood the assignment. The other one decided that they were going to go for Kane because Well,
Fine. He did his job. I didn't lose my coffin. What am I doing? What am I trying to do? I don't even know what I'm trying to do. I'm panicking.
well,
Okay. First things first. Blink. Blink the small child. I don't know why I'm looking for healing items. I know they don't exist.
you got life potions. That's a healing item.
Should have bought those Cure 2s when I had the chance.
I will
Okay.
admit, I am a very big fan of Cure 2s.
Okay. We're going to try this again where I'm a little more prepared. Going to try it again.
So, fun fact about this spot, Wyvern only casts spells here. So the developers decided, you know what the best thing to add to this spot is? Super high attack power. Seriously though, this spot has one of the highest attack powers in the game. Because, you know, it only casts spells. Why would it be a reasonable value? You can just set it to max and not worry about it. But they are mages, and that rune ring is going to go and make Porum take less damage.
I would like Porum to take much less damage. Okay, we're not going to panic this time. Why are they so punchy? Why they gotta be like that?
Because the Wyvern spot is designed to go and hurt you.
Where'd that
in as
coffin
many
go?
So while the rune ring goes and makes people more resistant, unfortunately the mini spell goes and sets your defense to 1. And makes you take quadruple damage from any physical damage. Because, yeah, those polymorph spells are kind of rude.
You got anything you can throw? You got anything you... I'm gonna go open some inboxes, y'all.
That's another way to go and get some experience.
Not helpful.
No, it isn't. That just goes and drains mana from something, and the person who would normally use that would use it on your party members, because any spell cast on your party member bypasses all magic defense. Ah, the Behemoth. Well, fun facts about Behemoths. They are incredibly slow. However, they're also incredibly resistant to magic, and will counter magic with some very bad things, but will always counterattack physical hits. But they also only have 22,000 HP and give a bunch of experience.
I would like everybody to live from this fight. So, you know what? Just parry. Just everybody parry. You jump. You continue to cast Blink on people.
Oh, hey, and Porum has learned Cure 3.
You just continue to not do anything. You know what? What does your damage look like? Oh, I forgot. You haven't gained any levels.
The poor ninja has never gone and survived a fight, so... But Cecil will kindly go and auto-protect any character who is below 25% HP. Which, unfortunately for Rydia, is a bit awkward for her, because it takes... She needs to be a very low HP to go and be below a quarter of her health.
These party members are useless.
There's Cecil, and then there's the rest of the party. On the bright side, Porum is doing her best Tello impression by spamming Blink.
It's the only thing she can do. She's too slow to do anything else.
But the behemoth is dead now. And hey, Edge gained 7 levels. Edge gained 10. That can paralyze things. That's helpful. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I mean,
I ain't scared of them no more. Now, that doesn't help me with my DKC no healing problem, but it definitely helps me with a few other things.
you know, you're getting closer to that whole Cecil being able to survive multiple hits, and hey, if you throw enough plus willpower gear on him and have him cast Cure 2, he might be able to do that and survive.
I'm going to try and do something really stupid.
Oh?
You take that. You take that.
Ah.
Do we have anything I can give you? Where's my Aegis Shield?
Kane has it.
Give me that. You are not helpful. Give me an Aegis Shield back.
Yeah, fun fact about the Aegis Shield, it also gives mage resistance.
Give me that. Do
So,
that.
Cecil is going to take dramatically fewer punches. Important even has Cure 3 now. Which only learns it around level 40. I believe Rosa learns it at level 31. I think there's not much difference between in levels between when Porum goes and learns Cure 3 and Cure 4. Actually, no. Porum learns Cure 4 at level 48.
Yeah. Try that.
I mean, it's still barely.
Actually, I'm gonna make a smart life choice. Okay. I would like to have my party live through this.
The guards not having the boss bit, while very punchy, don't go and hold up to spells like stop. And they will actually stop, look a while, and listen. And I can make more comments, but the trick is to go and try and berserk. Cecil, not the runner.
Sir, can you stop that? Stop.
Hey, Porum's back to the correct size.
Why are you not stopped?
I think stop is wearing off very quickly. Oh, it had an attack queued. So how I mentioned previously, where like that ATB thing, where if they have it, they queue in action and then they do it, you can stop them between when they queue in action and when they do it, and they'll still do the action, but they'll still be stopped. Well, we got 2 choices left. We got the DKC, and we have Elements in Cape Bahamut.
I hate everything.
Well, I can give you some good news. The kind people who vetted this seed were being very honest when they said you will not do a D-Machine grind in this fight, in this seed.
Yeah, they definitely were. I was definitely like, I can't do a D-Machine grind. I specifically can't do one on first thing in the morning. Okay. This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine. We have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Cure 2.
Cecil got 2100 HP. I mean, Cecil could get get some extra
Yeah.
magic power. Cecil's Cure 2 might do more than that Cure 2 item.
That. Give me that. Okay.
That is a very fast form.
Yes, it is.
Is that a 42 agility for him?
Yes, it is. Porum is going to get Cure 3 off on that Cecil. Cecil gets a Cure 3 off after the first wave. We live through this.
That is a good plan.
No, don't turn encounters on. No, don't.
Ah, yes, battle speed. So, the way the ATB works in Final Fantasy IV is that in the SNES, if you wait a certain number of frames, you go and get another turn. How many frames is that? Well, that's determined by your battle speed. When it's set to 1, it's like 6 to 8 frames. And if you're unaware of what I mean by frames, I don't mean the things that are hanging in your hallways. I mean the thing that happens 60 times a second in SNES games. So you get a lot of turns very quickly if you're at battle speed 1. But if you turn it down, you get a lot more frames, which is what Ellie's banking on to go and be able to time this Cure 3 to hit Cecil and keep Cecil alive. That should most certainly be enough for Cecil. Because everyone else is going to go and take a nap after this. But if Cecil gets high rolled, Cecil can also throw a Cure too.
I don't even care about experience. I just want to be done with this guy. Yeah. Justice, whatever. Some of us have things to do today, sir.
And is one of those things going to Cave Bahamut? We'll find out after this. That's a decent amount of experience. Porum learned Wall. You
Good
don't
for
need Star
her.
Bells anymore. Hey,
Guess
we
we go
got
into the
Twin
Twin
Harp.
Harp anyway.
So are we going to go and clean up the moon? And third objective done. We just need to find the way underground. I'm going to be honest. When we saw that Legend Sword and Adamant in the overworld, I kind of figured that would be the first objective, not the last one.
You and me both.
I love how the Seed likes to laugh at everyone. Mostly Allie.
Okay. I need to, while I'm thinking about it, do that.
Ah, the sign of a much better runner than me, because I never do that. On
I
the
figure
bright
I should
side-
try not to embarrass myself.
Look, I forgot about it. You remembered it. You're in a much better place. I'll usually go 3 fights before I remember, like, why is this going so slow? Oh, right. I did that, didn't I?
While we have a moment here, we will be closing that Metroid Dread Pride Missiles bid war around the time you enter the Z fight.
Which,
Get those
depending on-
donations in, y'all.
Yep. And depending on how troll the Seed is. Actually, I don't know if the Seed has any options to be more troll. I don't think we have any more chains. Wait, no. We could go and get a little bit more troll. We could go and get the package that has demist, so that you have to go and do the package to get your access underground.
If I have to do a demystic package, I'm firing everybody in my club.
Well, I can give you another alternative.
Don't
No.
even say it. Don't let those words come out of your mouth.
Oh, but it's funny and hilarious. Velvalis at Hook. Demist at King Queen Evelyn with the Magma Key. Hey, you found a bow!
I was gonna say demist on Giant.
Oh. Oh. Look, I'm excited. There's a bow. We've been looking for one of those for almost 2
know.
hours.
It's
We can use the Dragon Slaying Artemis arrows.
I'm just... On what? What is Porum going to use those dragon slaying Artemis arrows on?
Wyvern. She's got a heroin robe. I mean, you can go full battle Porum. And we instantly lose this fight because his magnetic field in effect, so Cecil's metal equipment weighs him down too much to be able to fight, and everyone else is taking a nap from Dark Knight Cecil.
And now we're going to be quiet.
Indeed. Well, welcome to the Alt Gauntlet. We get plenty of time.
I should have expected this.
I am impressed at the dedication. Finding the seed. Just all sorts of wonderful shenanery. We got a darkness crystal blocking the way underground. A water hag on the Odin throne going and teasing us that maybe it was possible to avoid the underground, or the moon to get underground. Spoilers, we weren't. We get Dark Knight Cecil at the Masamune altar with the Twin Harp, which is one of the 2 options left. Okay, technically we have 3 options left. As we could still go and find it demist in the Giant to get our access underground. And we also have the vanilla party with the exception of Porum in place of Rosa.
But we do have some fantastic music.
Mm-hmm.
And
all
go
the
ahead.
time to listen to it.
Well, and this is Sacrifices from ActRaiser. This was the song that I had requested after winning the Restreamer raffle. This is something I've been begging to have added for a million years. It's one of my favorite melodies.
I'm glad you got it, and I'm glad that you got it added for you on this run.
And Xenocat did a fantastic job on it. But there we go. Give me my underground access, please, and let it be the magma key, please. Thank you.
Apparently you made all the sacrifices you needed to today, and your sanity doesn't need to be one of them.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
But you do need to sacrifice something in your inventory to go and fit this in.
Everything, just get out of my inventory. Everything out. I don't even want that bow anymore. Take that charm.
Tried to have it for
Actually,
so
no,
long.
I would like that, actually. Take that coffin. I don't need that anymore. Lunar staff, gone. Power staff, gone. Leather, gone. Short thing, gone.
The only thing you need to be short of is space in your inventory. But hey, this party came out of that series of 6 fights better than they went into it.
Well, and now I'm curious what my party level actually looks like. What does my party level actually look like? That's So that's a little sketch. Let's go forge and then figure out what I'm going to do from there.
Maybe Kikol will be kind to you and give you sirens.
That's funny. I mean, technically, I could steal them.
You could.
That might be the route.
Yeah.
Where am I trying to go? I am trying to go to Agert.
West. There you go. Again, I may have played this game too much and have all the lines for everything is in the world memorized.
I suppose with a Luca key, I could always do doors.
You do have the option of doing doors.
I hate doing doors.
Me too. Let's hope we call sells sirens.
And do we have anything from our host right now?
Well, we're still having that bid war open. It's, as soon as you take the pass through to Zeromus is when we'll shut that off. So last call for that. We also have the bid war for what Demarine will be facing.
If Asoy is a dwarf, I don't want to see them because that involves fighting Golbez.
I can also remind you that not only are we close to our goal, but we are raising the money for NAMI, which is the National Association on Mental Illness.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
What do you got for me? I mean,
Well.
okay. 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 I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but okay.
Pretty is going to go and have some very powerful spells.
Yes, the Rydia that I think is level like 37.
Look, you got to go and get Porum to cure 4, right?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Levels.
I gotta go steal some sirens or take on some doors. Lame.
1, 2, 4, 6, 8. You know what that crystal is aside from the way to Zeromus?
Do I finally have 10 key items?
You finally have 10 key items. You are now getting double experience.
Excited. I'm not running a tracker, so I have no idea what's going on. Do I need anything from them? No.
You have a fast Porum and you can cast Wall, so that could probably kill these doors pretty quickly.
Here, have the Nirvana staff. Don't you feel fancy? You should feel fancy, Porum. Let's move Wall a little bit higher up. I haven't done wall strats or door strats in so long. I don't even know if I remember how to do this. Where is Wall? There it is.
From my memory, you wait for the person. You wait for the person to get targeted. Be ready to cast Wall on them, and then cast Wall between when they target and or have your Wall fire off. So you queue it up as the targeting's happening, and then because Porum's so fast, she'll oh, don't forget to turn on encounters. When I go and do this, go and waste the first door because I forget to turn on encounters. So this trapdoor is going to go and say, I'm targeting someone. And cast Disrupt, which is an instant death spell. But you can reflect it. So if you just cast Wall, which is a spell with no delay, and if you have a very fast character, you can go and just get a whole bunch of experience for them. Because funnily enough, the door is the only thing that has experience. Normally there's a monster that comes out. If you go and have that happen, you don't get experience from the door, you get it from the monster. But as we mentioned previously, Porum needs to be at least level 48 before she learns Cure 4. And Cure 4 is really important because Cure 3, while nice, doesn't go and heal nearly as much when it's hitting 4 to 5 people.
Also, and it also has has a higher cast time.
Yes. Not to mention, you'll notice that Porum has 1300 HP. The boss likes to go and do attacks that do near 2000 damage. Or, actually, not near. Over 2000 damage unless you do a few other points of shenanigery. Magic defense will go and help, and high magic casting stats will help, but we'd really like Porum to go and not have to rely on those, because that's an evade roll. So you can go and skip some of the damage. Sometimes.
Now, if anybody's going to dodge damage, it's going to be Porum. I know the numbers and what they say, but Porum tends to be dodgier than Rosa, in my experience.
Porum probably has a... Yeah, that's something that's going to be helpful. I think you also... Yeah, you have that gold apple from the Wyvern Altar. 1600 HP. Level 48.
I'm going to do one more.
Yeah. Because, you know, Riddy is your backup healer, and your backup healer seems to go and be a dire situation.
We got a $25 donation in from Radia Caller with comment of less than 3.
Aw, heart. Oh
Hey,
my
video
god. Quake.
So, Quake is a great spell. Notice how Riddy is level 44 when she learns it. She gets called worse than Palom a lot for the specific reason that Palom learns it at 23. Or about 36,000 experience.
One more door. Okay, this is my last door.
You are a braver person than I.
Look, all I gotta do is keep Porum alive and it'll be fine. Everything's gonna work out just fine.
Mm-hmm. You believe.
I do believe.
I don't. I've played with Porum. I don't believe.
I believe.
Do you want to try off encounters?
Oh yeah, that would be good because I've totally never gotten an encounter and what do you... No, I don't want you either. They were there. I needed to touch them.
Can't go and leave it. Leave the chest alone. It could be an adamant armor. Actually, it can't because we turned that off. But it could be something helpful.
It's always an adamant armor until it's not.
Yes. Every chest you don't open is the best thing, and yeah. To answer a question from chat, why don't you exit out of this? You are not allowed to use exit in the sealed cave. It fails. That is because there's a script that happens at the end of sealed cave. You can warp back a couple floors, but the amount of menuing doesn't necessarily end up being time positive. And now it's time for some final menuing.
Okay. Give me that. I don't know that I want you to be wearing that. What does that put you at?
There are worse numbers than 30.
Okay. First of all, let's put that Stardust Rod on you. Let's put... You got a Gaia hat. You got black shirt. You got a rune ring. You are full of disappointment. Do you have anything I can put on you? You know what? Have a diamond ring.
Got the ninja shirt. The ninja shirt will be nice.
You're just gonna do cane things. I'm gonna take that off. I'm actually gonna put it back on cane. Here, have that. Okay.
All right. This is definitely Zero's ready party.
Absolutely, 100%.
Nothing can go wrong.
This will be
So,
fine.
why are we going to a tavern to go to the final boss of the game?
Because with this team and these levels, I need a little adult beverage. Also, we never use that pan we started with.
Yeah. To be fair, we were in go mode. We were looking for a way underground well before we were going looking for anything else. But some people in chat might be seeing Z? Z? Are we going to sleep? Are we taking a nap?
Are those things allowed?
I mean, forum's your healer, so nap time's a possibility. But no, instead I think what we're going to go and have is what we call the Z flag, where in the vanilla game, Zeromus has a rather hideous form that we've decided we don't necessarily need to see every time we go and finish the seed, and instead have gone and given Zeromus a makeover of sorts. What makeover? We don't know. So whenever we get there, we go and ask a very important question. Do you want to ask it, Ellie?
Whose butt are we going to kick at 1:10 p.m. on a Sunday?
It's a night somewhere, right?
It's practically still morning. The sun's still out. The pollen's still falling.
Sun's still out. Sounds like you don't have blackout curtains.
I can't see the sun that's still out, but it is out there.
Now, anyone can go and use the crystal to reveal Zeromus' true form, and we can also take this opportunity to go and do any last-minute buffs, or we can just get the fight started, which you don't want to go and do buffs too much, because every time Zeromus shakes, that clears all the buffs on everyone. Now, Zeromus' true form is about to be revealed. Oh my.
That is Michael Jordanmus from Michael Jordan and the Windy City. Don't hit Porum. What did I just say? What
Hit
did I
Porum.
just...
Oh hey. Porum survived.
I don't know, I should probably, like, hit you. Like, that's not the face I wanted to see.
Well,
1.
that's okay. I'm sure Brady will survive with her astounding 1300 HP. She did! We believe in Ashura. Ashura would never betray us again. Things are looking up for Ashura. So let's see, who survives this Big Bang?
That's not good.
Well, Ashura's healing isn't assured, neither is Radia's survival. On the bright side, Cecil is going to go and keep pulling out damage, because Cecil has the Avenger equipped, and the Avenger says, you are berserked. Also, Cecil thinks that he's still using a light sword, so he's doing light sword damage.
I have nothing that can help me. Still have nothing that can help me. Give me a character that can heal. Don't you shake at me. Don't you shake at me.
Another Big Bang. Let's see how things go.
Honey, you know you can dodge some of those rolls, right?
You know, I'm starting to suspect Porum is unaware of that. So Big Bang is, understand what a rolls is. Magic in... Oh dear.
Oh, that's... Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. I'll go do another door or two. I got 10 minutes.
Yes, Zeromus, to explain what a roll is, when you go and have a magic spell cast, there is a... Based on your magic power, you will go and do a range of damage each number of times. And with Zeromus, there is somewhere between 7 to 8 rolls of, I believe, 300 to 400 damage. And it subtracts out your magic defense, and there's also your magic evade, where pretending this is D&D, where something attacks, you can go and have them miss. Where if you have enough magic power or other magic caster stats, you can go and increase multipliers for chances to go and avoid attacks. The Heroine Robe, by the way, is very bad for evading magic damage because it goes and takes off 15 from each casting stat, but it does give you plus 15 to your strength and agility, which is why we're using it here to go and do the store grind. Make it perform very fast. She cast Wall on Cecil, and then Cecil will go and reflect that. The Disrupt cast on Cecil will be reflected.
I missed who the character was, so I'm glad you said the name.
I felt like going and specifying. But yes, this is Porum unfortunately struggles to survive a lot of high damage moments because Porum doesn't go and have a lot of HP. Rydia also struggles to survive, as not only does she not have a lot of HP, she also takes more experience to level up.
Yeah, that Rydia is not going to see Nuke.
That Rydia is unfortunately not going to see a lot of things, I believe. Yeah, we've got more walls and more experience, and again, these trapdoors being a very quick and efficient source of experience.
Yeah, I could have stolen sirens, but the amount of time it would take me to steal sirens, this is just as speedy.
You'd go into a fight, go into the lower Babel, find one of the trap chest, have Edge steal as many sirens as you need, because then you go to tiles that the community has gone and scouted out to use a siren, which goes and summons up the rarest fight in that encounter set. And in certain spots, that rare encounter is a very, very helpful one, like an egg that contains a Thunder Dragon that only has about 2,000 HP, so you can blast it down very quickly and easily, because Thunder Dragons usually come out of these trap doors. And they give you about 20,000 experience or so. Or a bit over 30. It's been a bit since I've gone and done that math. I'm sorry. But let's just say...
This is going to be my last trapdoor.
That makes sense. Yeah, 1900 HP on Porum. That is a much easier number to manage. She should reasonably go and avoid some of the Big Bang rolls.
Yeah, well, and I'm going to look and see if I can get a better breakpoint number as well.
Yeah, I might be able to take off that crystal ring from Porum, put the rune ring on her, and give her more.
Yeah, give me that for a minute. What is your base agility at 54? Let's find that out to start with.
26.
26, honey, really?
So Porum's also a bit slow. One of the things that we're looking at numbers because, as I said earlier, agility is something that we can... the ATB calculation is something that we can manipulate because it's based on a number we control. Specifically, it's controlled by the agility of the hero in these seeds. Rydia has a rune ring.
Give me that. You take that. You take that.
But and the agility you want to manipulate to is around Zeromus' agility, which is 69. And the reason why that matters is if your agility is more than 2.5 times the agility of the what we call anchor, that means you are going as fast as possible and you will take 1 action per ATB tick. If our anchor has an agility of 28 or higher, it means that Zeromus will take 2 ticks to go and get a turn, which is, as you may be aware, twice as much and a very significant difference. So we really don't want to go and be at 26 or 27 because that means our team is going and taking the biggest penalty for the agility, while Zeromus is still getting no penalty for our anchor's agility. In other situations, we would go and just tank our anchor's agility as much as possible to make people go as fast as possible. But because of Sea Hero, that's not really an option because you can't just go and say, all right, anchor, you're going to go and be the lowest value possible. The hero goes and, by design, is forced to gain experience to avoid just that.
Yeah, and a lot of free enterprise siege, you just leave somebody dead and you have a very, very low anchor.
Yep.
This is where you have to start doing things like math and misery.
Or see that you have an edge and decide how much agility can I get this up to, because I want to see if I can make Zeromus relative agility 5 or 6. I've done 6 before. It was silly.
I can imagine.
Mm-hmm. I think I've even done that with Edward, because Edward can go and get some hero weapons that give plus 15 agility. If you also want to know why we speak poorly of Edward, Edward has worse HP growth than Porum. And Rydia.
Yeah, Edward has worse HP growth than everyone.
Does he have worse HP growth than Tella?
Up until he hits level 70.
Yeah, okay, I guess that counts. Now, one of the first things we're going to do is, last time we saw that Ellie went through a silk web with Porum. We're going to be doing the same thing again with Edge. The reason for that is we're going to go and what is referred to as nerf the first Big Bang, and we're also going to go and double the amount of time between turns. So the silk web, once we go and have a little bit, because Zeromus is immune, has to spend their first action removing that immunity. And now we can go and Berserk Kane, as long as no one important goes and get...
For heaven's sakes, leave that child alone.
I am impressed that Zeromus apparently hates Porum more than I do. And I just say mean things about Porum. I don't actually hate her. Okay, I hate her if I have to rely on her.
Come on. Thank you.
We'll have the Shura coming out, and we'll be trying to go and heal up, and we'll try and get Porum to Berserk up Kane and Edge so that we can get more damage rolling out. But yes, that Big Bang, 800 damage. That is because when Zeromus counters with Nuke, to not absolutely destroy your party, because we would like, the game wants to pretend to be some semblance of fair, Zeromus actually changes their magic power when they cast Nuke. It goes from a markedly higher number for that Big Bang to a very low number so that the Nuke doesn't have that many magic rolls. There's even a point where magic power goes even lower, but we'll save that for another time. Also, fun fact, if you cast a summon, Zeromus will increase their magic power and cast Virus on the entire party. That's part of why no one likes casting summons on Zeromus.
They really didn't want Ready to be useful in the end game.
They said, alright, here is the option for unlimited power called Bahamut. Now, every time you use it outside of a random encounter... Oh boy, Radio was not allowed to be helpful.
I need Porum to do that.
Cecil will probably stutter slightly, but we'll be back on the Berserk train because Avenger just goes and gives Berserk every single turn. Yeah, we're going to be going through this fight, and there will be a point where in this fight, Zeromus goes and might slow down or reset, because normally after Zeromus shakes, he'll go and have an invisible turn where he sets his magic power and attacks again. And here's that big bang again. At some point, we might go and get an odd pause, and that is Zeromus refilling their HP.
You are allowed to dodge. It is okay.
But is Porm allowed to get out of dodge?
Oh, she's...
I think we might have gone and hit that refill because...
Yeah, I shouldn't have gotten that long between.
Yep. As we had last time, Zeromus cast a virus between the...
I got anything I can throw? No.
Yeah, the light sword.
I don't need that anymore.
Cecil still thinks he's using it.
Okay, Porum. All you gotta do is dodge like 2 rolls.
Or get low rolled.
There we go. Thank you, baby.
And Kane, having jump, will go and avoid not just the damage, but also the healing. Which is great for this team, because Kane doesn't need healing, and that's 2,000 HP back in everyone.
Yeah, we're just moving to Kane jump strats. Gets him out of my way.
Yep. And Kane might be able to go and dodge some of those big bangs is pretty good for the party.
That's not ideal. Nah, he's fine.
I think that was another shift.
I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna wait for the big bang. Nope, I am gonna risk it.
Yeah, I think Cecil went and got slightly bugged. Because sometimes with the Avenger, people will do an Avenger bug and be supposed to be taking actions, but not. Alright, Forum lived. There we go. It had to go and get back around to his turn.
Cecil's functioning again.
Yep, that's damage coming out. That's going to go and be very important, because damage coming out in this fight is... The Zeromus fight can be rather snowball-y, where, as we've said, Zeromus sometimes shifts scripts, and that goes and kind of skips turns for Zeromus. And skipping Zeromus' turns can be very helpful for us, because we like having more turns than Zeromus, and now we're in the final stretch. Meteo.
Somebody want to dodge some rocks? Thank you.
Porn dodge rocks. We now know that Zeromus is down to the last 10,000 HP. Okay, last 12,000 HP. Much less than 10,000 HP. A couple more hits from Cecil, but we're going to see another Meteo. No one dodged that time, but it's only doing 1,000 damage because this is the low magic power, and that is the final boss defeated. GG's, Allie.
Thank you. Yeah, that went a little further south than I would have liked to. I probably should have just taken the doors, like you said, but I wanted to be fancy.
That's just because I don't trust Porum, and I know Porum will betray me at every moment because she has not enough HP to do otherwise.
But, yeah, that was free enterprise. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Thank you again, Baka, for doing comms with me. I so much appreciate it.
I'm glad that you had me. It was a great and fun time. Always fun to comms some free enterprise.
And again, thank you so much to the community. Thank you to Randomania for letting me show this off. Yeah. But I think we are gonna let our Renlore kind of take things over from here.